everybody, it's Katie with UR Compt and Compt Travel. I am here with Danielle Argan, the slot queen herself. I love your channel so much and I'm so happy you are here. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm doing good. It's a
Awesome.
beautiful day in California, which really helps.
Yes, I am really excited because your slot channel has been up and coming. You've got a continuous number of growing subscribers, and I wanted to know, how did you get started in creating the slot channel?
Well, truthfully, and most of my subscribers know this story, it kind of was a family type challenge. I had found slot channels on YouTube and had been watching them. YouTube was pretty new to me. And I also was going to the casino and my husband was at home with our 3 sons. So a lot of times I would record my videos, my bonuses, and just send them to him. And one day at the dinner table, he said, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing this?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." And however, my sons were sitting at the table and they kind of know that I'm the mom that will do this. And so my sons were like, "No, mom, no, no, no." And I was like, it was 41. It was almost 3 years ago. And they said, "Mom, you're 40, you can't have a YouTube channel." And I was like, "Well, I could if I wanted to." So anyways, my husband and I just thought it would be kind of fun to mess with them a little bit and, put together a video and upload it, which we had no idea what we were doing. So we did that and it drove our kids crazy, but we actually really enjoyed it. And from there, it just turned into something amazing and like a new journey for my husband and I. And so I had to learn editing, I had to learn YouTube, and I had to learn a million things. But that's how it actually got started. Was my kids said, "Mom, you cannot do this," and I was like, "Oh yes, I can."
That's so awesome. I love that you just kind of shoved it in their face, like, "Look, this is what your mom's doing."
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah, definitely. They're teenagers, so at first they were like, "My mom is not a YouTuber." And I used to be like, "Well, what number of subscribers do I need to get to make me an official YouTuber?" But now they actually all kind of, one of my sons build the merch. One of my sons has helped with my website. One of them, they've all kind of partake in it. So it's been really neat.
That's so cool. And that's so special to have your family involved too. It sets, it sets it apart from just like a job or a thing you have to do. But
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite or best jackpot story, or one that's just the most memorable to you?
Well, I probably have 2. One is on Outback Bucks Mighty Cash on a low bet, because I'm kind of known for being a lower better or lower roller. That's changing a little bit lately. But I was betting $1.40, which is a really decent lower bet that many people can afford and do. And I hit almost a $5,000 jackpot. And just the way that it broke down with being kind of a repeat feature, I was in shock. I didn't believe it until it actually popped up on the screen. And my husband happened to have a second camera going where I was looking at him like, "No way, no way," and then, so that's probably my favorite jackpot story. But also Sir Mix-a-Lot, and I know I'm dating myself a little bit here, but the rapper, the music artist, Sir Mix-a-Lot, unveiled his new slot machine at one of our locals and had a meet and greet. So I went up to my local and got in the line for the meet and greet with Sir Mix-a-Lot and quickly introduced myself and kind of said, "Hey, I would love to shoot a YouTube video with you, on your new slot machine." Never thinking that would happen. And it did happen. And he was hilarious. He was amazing. I thought I would have maybe a minute or 2 with him, and he shot an entire 10 or 12-minute video with me on his brand new slot machine, and it was really funny because I'm a little bit tamer than he is, and he was kind of that's probably one of my favorite moments ever.
That's so exciting. And I'm a hip hop fan too, and so that's really cool that you got to do that. So I'm a little jealous, but that's really fun, and that's just so cool to have that energy with you, I guess, like in the casino in your home, you know?
It was very like unexpected. I had to wait around for a couple hours for the meet and greet to be over, and then he just said, "Hey, where's that YouTuber?" And I was like, and he's like, "Let's do it." And it was just like I had to turn on the camera and just go. So it was very raw, which is kind of what my channel's like known for. And it was just very like, we're doing this thing, and it was really funny. So it was great.
That is so cool. And did you like his game?
I did, yeah.
That's awesome. So, out of all of the casino games and slots that you've played, which one is your favorite?
Well, Invaders Return from the Planet Moolah with the cows is kind of what I've been known for a couple of years now. I love the unicow. I have my husband got me custom made unicow shoes for my birthday, and actually for my birthday in Las Vegas when we hosted an event, I decided to chase the unicow live on YouTube and actually caught it, which was just, the unicow is like the best symbol. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it was pretty miraculous to catch that thing live. So that's been my favorite slot for a couple of years. But lately, the new bag game, Fuda, Lian, Panda, and Dragon, is my new like kind of move over moolah. I have a new favorite. So that is currently, and like now my subscribers are calling me the bag lady, which is okay. I'll take it. They've done really well on it.
That's awesome. So I'm curious. So you mentioned earlier that, your channel is known for you doing more, not doing the max bet and doing more low bets that are affordable. So I wanted to ask you, like, other than that, like, what do you have a certain strategy that you use when playing the slots?
I do actually. For the most part, I do. I always try and start with my free play and see what I can turn my free play into. And I always look for the advantage machines, which are the machines that have a certain advantage kind of left behind, unfortunately, by players that may not know that they left an advantage behind. And there's a lot of those machines at my local. And so I always kind of look to see if anybody's left that behind, and you can usually convert that to some pretty good wins. But I also like to teach my subscribers about advantage play. So I've taught them, like I've done videos on it. I've done live streams about like when you go into a casino, if you want to be a smarter gambler, there are really things you can do. And looking for advantage machines is one of them. So I've taught them how to look for these machines. But besides that, definitely if I've had a winning night, I will go for it more. So before, my bets were definitely in the lower end. And if I've had a winning night, I've decided I'm going to be risky and I'm just going to go for it. So that's part of my strategy. And then also when Corona was going on and the casinos were closed, I saved a lot of my budget. And so when the casinos opened back up, I was able to kind of up my budget and become more of a mid player, which is, I've had some really good wins, and then I've turned those into, if I'm having a winning night, I'll definitely go for it a little bit. And but my channel's kind of funny, and people like just know that like one video they might open it up and it might be a min bet video, and the next day it might be a 12.50 bet video. Because I don't like fall into a box. I just post what I'm actually doing and playing and how my casino nights go.
That's awesome. And I love that your channel is diverse. And that's something that stuck out to me was the fact that you've got these affordable bets that, everyday people can make. And then you also, play on the larger side when you feel unlucky, which, you're very relatable, which I think a lot of your viewers and a lot of our viewers will appreciate. And so I wanted to bring up and ask you, because we love hearing about new casinos and properties, and our viewers love hearing about places where there's loose slots, there's excitement. But I wanted to ask you, what are things that sets your favorite casinos apart from others? And if you feel like mentioning some of your favorite casinos, I'd love to hear them.
Okay. I definitely have some favorite casinos. As far as local goes, my favorite casino definitely is probably Jackson. I have four locals within the same amount of distance from me, kind of just different directions. And for me, they've been the luckiest casino for me. So that's where I'm definitely going to play. And also the biggest thing is if somebody allows recording, if they allow you to record your play and work with you as a YouTuber, and or allow you to live stream, I will definitely bring my business there because that's really important for me to be able to record my play. So Jackson, I've always had the best luck, and it just kind of turned into home. Like all of the waiters and waitresses know me, and all the security. And as soon as we walk in, it's just like I just feel like home. Like if it's kind of empty and I might put my feet up right next to my little slot and play. And so that's kind of my local favorite for sure. Hard Rock, I've moved a lot of my play over there, and I've been getting used to them. They're fairly new. And then in Reno, which is only about 2.5 hours from me, and we go up there pretty often, I definitely love starting to play at Baldini's, which is a local to Reno. So it's not a tourist attraction. And I love like the fact that they're trying to reach out to their locals with really cool comps, really fun things, not big touristy things. So I've had a lot of luck there, and I really kind of feel at home there too.
That's so special. Like because you spend so much time in a casino, it makes a difference when they make you feel like they want you to be there as well. And like you said, they're friendly. They make you feel like you're at home and you're in like a safe environment to do what you're there to do, And so with that, I wanted to ask, to go farther on that, what is it that what makes a good casino host? Because I know you've told me you've had a lot of experience with casino hosts at different properties. And so, what makes the difference between a great casino host?
I think for me, it's just kind of that small town touch. I mean, my local hosts know me really well. When we're there, they come out and say hi. They'll make sure that, they'll book us dinner reservations. I mean, things that I don't even really ask them to do, or they'll say, hey, are you going to come up next week? Do you want a room in case you get tired? Stuff like that. So it's kind of more of the personal touch, like when they can get a hold of you. And maybe some hosts love to give you extra free play, and some hosts have kind of boundaries of, what they can do for you. And that is wonderful, and that does make a good host. But it's really when they kind of know you aside from like what kind of makes you happy. So for my husband and I, when we go to Jackson, like my host knows that we love to have dinner there. So she'll call me and she'll say, hey, are you guys coming up this week? And I'll say, yeah. And she's like, I'm going to book you dinner. And I'm like, okay. So that means a lot more to me than some of like maybe fancy things that a host can do.
Yeah, no, the way to my heart is food, and I think it's a way to a lot of players' hearts too.
Yeah. It's definitely the way to my husband's heart. My squad hubby, the favorite thing about my channel for him is the comps and the food. And like we did a really funny Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, we had to like make our tier status. We did this hilarious video so that we can earn the free buffets for the year. So, I mean, which then they closed down. But the way to his heart is food for sure.
So over time, I can tell that your channel is growing and you're expanding. So I wanted to ask you, what's next for your channel?
Yeah, so hopefully very soon, we're actually on the brink of 40,000 subscribers. We should be there in a couple of weeks. It's a huge milestone, and I've had some really amazing luck in the month of September. So I have two like once in a lifetime type jackpot videos to air on my channel when we hit 40,000 subscribers. So that's like what's kind of immediately up and coming. In November is my 3-year channel anniversary, and we're holding our Loyal Royal Vegas takeover event, which the Loyal Royals is like our Patreon group. So we meet in Vegas. This is our third annual one, and there'll probably be close to 100 of us. And we all meet up and we gamble. We have a great time. We have a lot of shenanigans and just kind of meet one another and put a face to the YouTube or Facebook name that you've been getting to know. So our channel anniversary is coming up in November, and from there, like, I love the fact that my channel is growing and that people are watching it. I just feel like I've had the most amazing, like, loyal subscriber base from the very beginning. So I don't really know what, like, the future holds. I know what we want to do in 2021 when things lift. We want to do traveling. We want to hold meet and greets in not just Vegas, but other states, and go meet so many people that have supported my channel and have fun with them. And for me, I just hope that it continues to go this way, because I love having a platform that I can, like, actually use to spread, some laughter and positivity through the common denominator of slots. Because people are watching my channel because they like slots. But I also love the fact that maybe I get a lot of emails that'll say, hey, thank you for the smile today. Thank you for the laugh. Thank you for, just putting a smile on my face. So that's what I love most about my channel. So wherever it goes from here, I'm just really excited to be able to continue to do that.
That's really awesome. And I agree that, users see that uniqueness, and that's created the loyalty that you have in your subscribers. And I'm really excited to see what's next for you as well. How do our viewers see you?
So on YouTube, it's Slot Queen, which is probably the most important. But I also have a website. It's sqslots.com. And I have a blog on there, and I'm getting better about putting my calendar on there. I'm very much in, like, the learning process, but I have an amazing friend/viewer that built me a great website. On Instagram, I'm 916 Slot Queen, and on Facebook, we have a Slot Queen page. So pretty much all Slot Queen, except for the website is sqslots.com, and eventually I will have my calendar really updated about where we're going to be. Cause we do travel quite a bit and hold different events and meet and greets and group pools and stuff. I just need to update that calendar and get better at it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait for our viewers to check out your page, see all your amazing winnings, your jackpots, and I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. Yeah,
thank you for reaching out to me. I'm excited. Especially when you said, like, the first email was like, oh, your video has been featured. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I really appreciate you guys reaching out. I think I love seeing all the different companies and even some casinos, as well as manufacturers, starting to kind of realize that slot channels are directly speaking to the people that are gambling. And so I'm really excited to see the different companies and casinos reaching out and wanting to talk to us and letting us kind of, spread what we do. And I'm excited about it. Thank you.